Can I just point something out about your hair? It's lopsided and it seems to be falling down on your eyes.
Okay, I was born in a vat of acid with blue hair and a white mustache.
So your scalp is sliding off?
Maybe it is. I like swamp guys.
Oh, really? Okay, well, that is a coincidence because we've had a swamp guy on the show today.
I'm kind of nervous. I feel like I don't look good right now.
Well, that's perfect.
Okay, you're supposed to tell me I look good.
No, you look terrible, but that's perfect because the swamp guy, his type is ugly people.
I was kind of fishing in that moment. I wanted you to tell me I look good because I kind of spent three hours doing my hair this morning.
I can't read your mind.
And you've had some hilarious women on in the past.
Like who?
I kind of was lying there.
So I feel like what you are is an ugly liar.
Have you never spoken to a woman?
No.
Billy Smart, please open the door and let out our final guest.
I never actually left. Hold on, let me. All right.
Wait, someone's at the door. Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm here for that podcast.
Wait, that was you knocking like that?
Yeah.
It's not very polite.
Well, I thought nobody was here. I've been knocking for the past 30 minutes.
It's not very ladylike of you, but please come over and have a seat. Wow, you've got beautiful hair. I just want to tell you that.
Well, thank you. I mean,
you're a lovely woman.
I appreciate that. You know,
do you have children?
It's not a bad thing. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I don't have children. That's
do you have a husband?
No. Wait, is this?
Who made your dress? I mean, what other questions are there for a woman?
You really don't have a lot of women on the podcast, do you?
No, we don't. I don't know what to ask a woman. Who made your dress?
Well, you just ask me about me. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have to. My whole thing isn't just about me. I'm not just any woman, you know.
Oh, it does say that you're not just any woman.
Well, okay, but I do want to say I am like all those other girls.
In what way?
I'm not just any woman, but I'm just like all those other girls.
Is that in your physiology or your personality?
Well, I hang around a lot of women in my. I have a lot of women in my life, and you know, I like to consider myself one of them.
You like to consider yourself one of the women in your life?
Yeah. I'm around, and
you're in your own life.
I am in my own life. I think that's an appropriate thing to say about somebody. Yeah.
I guess so. I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but you tell me about your life. What do you do?
Well, I wake up in the morning and I like to go to the coffee shop near my house. And that's where I spend most of my time. Actually, I wake up and I go over there and I get a dirty chai.
Oh, I've had a dirty chai for the first time recently and it was so good. It was so good. I loved it so much.
I love a little slut, little fucking dirty whore of a chai.
Filthy dirty chai. Oh,
yes.
I love it.
Oh
How dirty do you like your chai, by the way?
Mine fucking violated.
Yeah.
Oh, I like.
Do you like them to take it in the bathroom before they give it to you?
I want them to fucking spit in my coffee. I want them to fucking I like it.
I want them to fuck in my coffee.
I want them to fuck the coffee cup and then give it to me and then and oh my god, I'll drink that down and I'll order a second one in a half hour. Like I don't even.
Wow. It took you a while though. I feel like I could down it in maybe I don't know.
I've
5
got
minutes.
A very small mouth. It's
Show
just
me.
itty bitty. Okay.
Well,
is this what this is about? You trying to get a little frisky with me?
Well, okay. I mean,
I'm not like
if you're open
I'm not just any woman, okay? I'm different.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like the.
See, most women will show me it when I ask them to show me their mouth.
Oh well, okay, maybe. Well, you gotta make me, open up a little bit, and I don't mean literally. I mean, you need to make me laugh and make me smile.
Oh, well, I know a guy that might be able to make you laugh.
Okay. Is this a friend of yours? Or you trying
his name's Dr. Diddlick.
I was listening through the door with a glass, and I don't want to talk to this guy.
I could make you laugh potentially.
Oh, this guy is creepy, man. I don't even know how you got married. I don't know. I don't even understand. Like you are.
My wife was not appreciating her life on the day today, so I captured her.
This is.
She eventually figured out that the key to happiness was having sex with me every evening.
I think the key to happiness is treating yourself like you would a bouquet of roses. I think that the closest thing to happiness that you can get is water every day and for somebody to give you a hearty sniff every afternoon.
Most of the people in my garage never get any water.
I was talking to Zach when I said that.
But you were staring right at me. How was I supposed to know?
Well, you're sitting on his lap, which I think is like a cute thing because I feel like guys don't open up like that much and think that it's okay to sit on each other's lap. So I appreciate you doing that.
He and I are like kindred spirits.
I was speaking to Zach, and I want you to respect that.
Yeah, so you want me to just not talk to you?
I would like you to sit and be quiet. You make me uncomfortable, and I like, you know, chatting with the fellas and stuff. I think it's funny. I thought it was from afar. I think it's funny how you fellas can talk about torture and killing people, and
Indeed.
you can kind of joke about that. I think it's endearing as like the type of men that you are, but I do want you to respect that, you know, maybe I kind of think it's gross, and maybe I don't, and I don't like joking about that kind of thing. I like joking about, you know, other kind of stuff. What are you writing down?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm taking notes on you.
Okay, no, I'll take your word for it that those are harmless. Okay.
I'll be seeing you later today.
Anyway, so yeah.
Would you mind walking me to my car after this?
How far away is your car?
I parked over in the other town.
Yeah.
I like to.
I think that's going to be a bit of a jog for me.
Well, you don't have to jog. I know I might have a small mouth, but I have very long legs.
Oh, so you're going to carry me?
I'll carry you there. Yeah.
As long as you're carrying me, well, how am I getting back though? Are you going to drive me back?
No, I've got a 1-seat car.
That's a motorcycle.
Yes, I drive a motorcycle. That's what it is. I have been looking, let me tell you, I have been looking for that word for a long time.
Oh, I'm glad I could tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have been I've been telling people I drive a 1-seat car, and they're like, what? And finally, it's a motorcycle.
Such a blonde moment, right?
Well, I am not a blonde. As the viewers of the podcast can tell, I am a natural blue.
Yeah, no, that's not natural. You're clearly...
No, it is my natural hair color.
Well, the dye is clearly seeping into your brain.
See, that's the kind of jokes I like. I like the jokes where you, in a joking way, make fun of my mental capabilities.
Yeah.
But we all know you're joking because I'm much smarter than you.
Well, apparently not. You didn't know what the word motorcycle was.
Well, it's a tough word.
It's not.
It's a tricky one. And listen, I don't want these.
It's a 4-syllable word. I mean...
Wow. You're smarter than I thought you were.
Do you know what a syllable is?
I know what a syllable is.
Do you know what a syllogism is?
What?
Okay.
Okay. What? I don't want you to be... Listen. Listen to me and listen carefully, okay? Don't touch me.
Oh, there are 2 people on the show that are like that today.
I have rules. All right? And I actually have one rule.
Yeah.
All right?
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
I don't need to have setups for how and when you can touch me.
That's so different from the last one.
It's incredibly... and listen, I was listening through the wall with
Wait, you had a glass too? Billy!
What?
You're not supposed to be giving glasses to people. They're spying on our session.
Oh, no.
Well, you're actually just not going to apologize?
I don't really care.
Billy, we're going to have to kick you out of here.
This guy's funny.
He's not funny. He's an old man.
I thought he was a younger man.
Don't lie to him. There's no need. He
know.
knows that he's old, and he knows we all know.
But I've learned men love it when you guess their age and you guess way under. Like, can I guess your age?
Yeah, why not?
14.
Good Lord.
See? Didn't that feel good?
No, it felt disgusting.
You could be 13.
I could be 13.
You could be 13.
That's
but that's
so
only
weird.
Tell me how
Weirdly low.
How is middle school going?
I mean, it's going all right.
See?
I've got good grades.
So you're 13 because if you're...
Wait, stop. I'm not 13.
Yeah.
I am a 32-year-old man.
But you're...
In another 2 months.
Oh, wow.
I think 3 months. I am going to turn 33 and I'll die.
So that makes you an Aquarius?
I don't know.
I think. I'm actually not like the other girls. I'm not like the other girls who are into astrology. I'm like the other girls who were born with blue hair. It's very different.
You were not born with blue hair. There's no way you were. You couldn't have been.
I was, because there was actually a tragic accident when I was born. I was born...
With a dye bottle?
No, it wasn't dye, actually. Do you know the story of Harley Quinn?
Oh, I know that she was a therapist, and I think she was therapizing the Joker.
Yes. So the story goes like this.
She fell in love.
Well, she was so silly when it first started because she thought she could make a career out of therapy. When in reality, that's just like
Can't do it. It's
would never
impossible.
work. Yeah, you mostly end up just like really sad. But she was treating the Joker, as everybody knows, and when she and then eventually, I think something happened. They went on a date or something. She tripped and fell, and she fell into this vat of acid, and it made her crazy. And I don't associate with that.
Wait. Did she fall into a vat of acid? How many people fell into a vat of acid in the Batman universe?
I just want to know how many people fall into vats of acid. I feel like it's more likely than, you know how people get crushed by vending machines?
Do they?
Not often, but they can because they're so mad that they can't get their chips out. Like, let's be honest, if you're really mad you can't have chips, you should probably be eating something else. Like if you're that mad. Usually chips should be like, oh, maybe I'll have some chips. And then
when you see somebody getting mad, do you walk up to them and say like, oh, you mad, bro?
Why would I say that? If
I don't know. Do you like to tease men?
No, if I see somebody getting mad, I usually take my phone out and hopefully they start a fight and it gets on World Star and then I could be famous.
Is World Star still a thing?
World Star is out there and it's thriving.
Are you like one of the editors of World Star?
No, but I'm
How old are you, by the way?
An avid watcher. That is an incredibly invasive question.
It's not that invasive. You've already guessed my age.
Yeah, I guessed your age. You can guess mine. Why don't you?
Oh, okay. You're like 81.
Yeah, I am exactly 81 years old.
Oh, you're an old
fucking
fart.
idiot.
You're an old
No, I'm not
fart.
an idiot.
Wait.
I'm not idiot.
I didn't say that you were an idiot. I said you were an old fart.
I'm calling you an idiot. I'm not 81. Did you really believe me when I said yes?
Well, I believed you because you look 81.
I don't look 81 years old.
I'm afraid. Well, what's with all the crow's feet and the wrinkles and the liver spots?
Halloween.
And the mustache that's growing out that's not been bleached but is just white naturally.
It's
unlike your blue hair, which is
okay.
clearly dyed.
Listen, Listen, I was born in a vat of acid.
Born in a vat of acid?
That's what I was getting to. Okay. So maybe I just don't look so good for my age, okay? But
okay, well,
I also have had a terrible, tragic backstory.
You told me that I could guess your age, and now you seem to be getting upset about it.
I'm upset that you believed I was 81. Guessing is one thing, but then I said yes, and you were so quickly to believe me.
I shouldn't believe women.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, well then what are you
saying? I'm
saying?
saying you shouldn't be so stupid as to think that I'm actually 81 and then...
But you look 81.
It was a joke me saying yes because I'm clearly 22.
Well, you're not clearly 22. You look terrible.
Well, I was born
like
in...
hell.
If you had let me finish my story about being born in a vat of acid before you had guessed my age, you would have known that maybe I aged poorly because of all the acid that's in my bones. Okay?
Okay. So
I was born with natural blue hair because my mother was a acid technician.
So wait, are you at all involved with the villains in Gotham City?
No, those are fictional characters.
Well, they're not. We've had Aquaman on the show.
No, really?
We've had Bane on the show. We've had the Joker on the show. We've had a lot of people
they must
from
be big. You guys are much bigger than I thought you were.
Oh yeah, we've got very big stars coming on the show pretty frequently.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm nervous because I'm just like, I just like go to a coffee shop, and I drink dirty little fuck slutty hoary chais.
Yeah. Do you not though have any influence? Have you ever met somebody from Gotham? Have you ever been to Gotham?
I didn't know it was a real place until just now.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I thought it was a fictional place where cartoon characters got to be mean to each other.
Well, no, I mean they made cartoons about it, but it's in where the hell is Gotham? I think it's in Chicago.
You think Gotham's in Chicago? You think Gotham is in the city of Chicago?
Well, it's like nearby the Chicago.
You think Gotham City is Chicago?
I think it might be Chicago.
Are you actually stupid?
No, because
you seem
Metropolis
really dumb right now. It's so funny how like stupid you're being. And
there's no need for any of that.
Is it? Are you being real with me right now?
I'm pretty sure that I've met somebody who acts just like this. No.
Who was it?
I think their name was Sam.
Sam who?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay. But I'm pretty sure. No, it doesn't matter. All right. So, no, and I think Metropolis is in Delaware somewhere.
That's a terrible place for a city.
I know, but there's no tax. There's no sales tax. So that's pretty good.
Oh my God. You know what? So I went shopping the other day with my girlfriends. Are
you a lesbian? And polyamorous?
No.
Well, then what are you talking about?
I'm not. I'm neither. lesbian nor polyamorous. But I will say that I have been experimenting with men. So maybe that is to say,
Well, I'm off the market. You can't have me. Sorry.
that's okay.
I saw you looking at me.
You are not my type.
And you're the second person today that have said that to me.
Not my type.
But you know that I am. Obviously, I'm a very beautiful individual.
Like dirty men. I like swamp guys.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that is a coincidence because we've had a swamp guy on the show today.
No, really?
Do you want me to call him over?
I'm kind of nervous. I feel like I don't look good right now.
Well, that's perfect.
Okay, you're supposed to tell me I look good.
No, you look terrible, but that's perfect because the swamp guy, his type is ugly people.
Well, okay, but I like swamp, but I need to be okay. I don't like that you're calling me ugly. I was kind of fishing in that moment. I wanted you to tell me I look good because I kind of spent 3 hours doing my hair this morning.
I can't read your mind, so I can't know that you wanted that.
Have you never spoken to a woman?
No.
Oh, my God.
We've never had a woman.
Am I the first one?
We've never had any women on this pod. Actually, that's not true. We've had Ruth and Carol, but I don't think I'm ever the one interviewing them.
I'm an avid listener of this podcast, by the way.
Oh, are you?
And yeah, I'm a big fan, actually.
I guess that's how we get our guests. It seems like a lot of our guests are familiar with previous callbacks.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of our guests come on because they're already fans.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And that just goes to show that if you're a fan of the podcast, you might be able to get on. And I'm kind of like a hero because of that. But I am a fan of podcasts, and you've had some hilarious women on in the past.
Like who?
I kind of was lying there.
So I feel like what you are is an ugly liar.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's objectively true about the lying part. The ugly is a little bit subjective, but I think most people would agree.
I am actually really smart. I just do 2 things during the day.
What's that?
Well, I wake up and I go to a coffee shop.
And you do your hair.
Well, the hair was for the podcast today. It's a special day because I got to be on my favorite podcast.
So, I mean, I then you must be very impressed by meeting me in person because you're such a fan.
No, I'm very underwhelmed. I gotta say.
Oh, you had high expectations and I didn't meet them?
Well, I thought you would be taller.
Well, I'm
really
not
did.
taller than what I am.
Whenever you're sitting in the podcast, I assume you're sitting because if you stood up, you would be out of frame. But
that might sometimes be true.
When you stood up, when I walked in the room, because you're such a gentleman.
I am.
You did not actually go out of frame. You are the same exact height standing that you are sitting.
Oh, well, I think you may be mistaken because you're looking at me from a very low angle.
I was standing.
Or from a very high angle.
I was crawling when I walked in the room, and then I jumped in the air. So both are true.
Oh, well, interesting. Well, yeah, so I think you got the wrong impression. I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but I'm taller standing than I am sitting. That's the truth.
Okay, so you are kind of trying to impress me.
No, I'm just trying to tell you the truth.
Okay.
And that is you should be impressed by me.
Yeah, right. Okay, so it seems like you're trying to flirt with me right now.
I mean, do you want to leave together? You already invited me to come back to your car together, and I can only imagine that was like a romantic invitation.
I told you are not my type. No, I asked you.
That was certainly a romantic invitation.
I asked you to help me in my car because you've got a freak torture guy next to you, and he's writing stuff down about me. And if
I've been keeping notes this entire time.
I am not talking to.
It doesn't matter. I'm taking notes on everything you say.
Yeah, if you want to take notes,
I'll be using it in an ironic retribution against you.
There should only be 2 things written on your notepad, and that is I wake up in the morning and I go to a coffee shop and get a dirty horse slut fucking dirty fuck chai.
And the fact that
I drink it in a half hour and then I go and I get another one. Those are the only 2 things.
The fact that you're tasting the chai and not a man and having sex with a man every evening means that I need to hide a key in your tongue.
I told you I'm experimenting with men. It's not a fact about me. It's just a thing that happens to be in my life. All right.
Is it not true? Because if it's true, then it is a fact.
It's not true. It is just something I'm saying. Okay. And it may be fact, but it's not the truth. You know, it's different from the truth.
How would you distinguish those 2 things, fact from truth?
The truth is kind of like what's honest. All right. The truth comes from like within. Fact is like what you should be writing down on your clipboard. All right.
I'm getting it all down. Don't worry.
Yeah. You should
Your
be getting
torment will be immense and very ironic.
I don't want you to torture me. I really don't want you to torture me. And that's why I asked Zach for if he'd let me carry him to my car.
Oh yeah, well if I accept your romantic invitation. That sounds very nice.
No, that's what I didn't want to happen when I got on this podcast. I didn't want to be, like treated just like every other woman. I'm not like any other woman.
All right, can you describe 3 ways in which you are very different than other women?
I am okay. Well, first of all, not all women like dirty fuck, horse, slutty, dirty, jizz, fuck, happy chais.
I think most women do. Most people do. But I think it's a very feminine drink.
Okay, well, tell that to all the men that are ordering it. A big masculine Chuck Berry type.
Yeah, because they want to have some connection with femininity during the day. If they're not
fine. If that's just like every other one of them, what makes me different?
Yeah,
I was born
3 ways.
I was born in a vat of acid. That's different.
That's kind of different. Yeah.
I was born in a vat of acid with blue hair and a white mustache. And what else is different about me? My mother was an acid scientist. All right, that's different.
That's not about you though.
Okay, fine. What else is different about me that's not like any other woman?
Yeah.
I don't believe that Santa Claus is real. First of all, I never did, and I still refuse. People try to convince me, and I don't believe them.
We actually have an upcoming guest that is punk rock Santa Claus.
I am quite literally the last person that is going to be on this podcast. So how is that possible?
No, we're going to continue the podcast after you. We're going to have another episode.
And you've already planned who's going to be on the next episode before you've had this episode finished?
Yeah, we plan things out in advance.
Am I not even like important enough for this to be the last episode of the podcast? I thought this was full circle. I was your first listener. I was literally the first person to
Were you?
ever. Yes.
Why haven't you left us a review in the App Store?
Because I can't figure it out.
I can't. Another blonde moment.
It is so. I am literally not blonde. Even if I were,
I mean, naturally,
I don't like that assumption about me. Mm-hmm. I am blue. Of hair. What is that? Are you doing a musical reference?
Yeah, this is a continuation of my thing, my mental tick where I have to complete people's sentences with song lyrics.
I missed that part. I did arrive late because I parked in the other town.
Yeah.
So I could not start. I only started listening to the podcast through the hole in the wall when this guy was over here. So I'm excited to listen to the beginning because, again, I'm an avid fan, but I want the message. I want my message to be the truth. But
whose truth?
My truth.
Are you going to tell your truth?
Are you doing an impression of a baby boy?
Yeah.
I like it. You're good at that.
I'm good at being a baby boy?
You're good at the impression. You're not good at being a baby boy because obviously you're a grown man.
Thank you.
Of 14.
So that's not a grown man. Well, that's still
it's grown enough.
That's a tween right there.
Yeah. And I think tweens should have the most rights. I think you should have no rights when you're born. I think you should slowly grow in rights. By the time you get to 14, that's when you have the most rights. And then it's a hard and steep drop off from there.
I didn't want to completely cut you off, but I did after you said it's a hard. I wanted to go knock life for us.
Is that something that you think is impressive?
Yeah. Are you impressed?
See, I would have been impressed, but you're shorter than I expected you to be. And so
yeah, but again, that's because you were leaping up in the air. That's why it looked like
first I was crouching on the ground and then I jumped in the air and it made you look shorter.
Yeah.
But that was the first impression and first impressions mean everything.
Well, yeah, I suppose I can't help that. Do you have anything to say in your defense before we close your segment out?
This is it?
This is it.
My whole segment?
We literally have 6 minutes left on our memory card here.
Oh my God.
So we've literally got to wrap it up.
This is literally the last episode.
No, we're going to upload some stuff. We'll clear some space off and then we'll record another one.
What can I do to convince you to stop doing the podcast after I am off?
I thought you were a fan. Don't you want to see more episodes?
But I wanted it to be full circle. Like I was your first listener and I am the last person.
But you weren't the first guest.
That everybody will listen to. No, but I will be the last one.
Can I just point something out about your hair? It's lopsided and it seems to be falling down on your eyes.
Okay.
Are you sure this is naturally your hair?
I was born in a vat of acid.
So your scalp is sliding off?
Maybe it is. Maybe it slid off last week and I haven't wanted to take it off yet.
Maybe.
All right. Maybe there's a small little mouse that crawled inside of there and I am scared of mice, so I don't want to take my scalp off of my head. All right. Is that what? Am I less beautiful to you now?
I don't know how that could be possible. Okay, so let's end the segment. It's been terrific having you on.
We still have several minutes left.
What was your name?
My name is Lauren.
Well, terrific to meet you, Lauren.
No.
Can I shake your hand, please?
No, you can't touch me. I thought I had one rule.
Yeah.
Do you like breaking rules? Do you think that's gonna?
I'm kind of a rebel.
Do you think that's gonna impress me?
Does it impress you?
It does not, but that's because you're shorter than I thought you would.
Right. It all comes back to that.
The first impression is everything.
I guess so. All right. Well,
We still have time.
thank you very much. We only literally have 5 minutes left.
That's literally.
I still have to do a closing spiel.
It takes 5 minutes for you to say, follow us on Instagram at Welcome to Earth Podcast. His Instagram is Jackery Pumpkin. I'm a big listener. I know your stuff.
We're also on.
Follow Roberto at Roberto Reed Comedy and their YouTube channel, Welcome to Earth Podcast. Instagram, I already plugged that.
It's _ podcast.
Okay, sure, great. It's all done. And now we have more time for me.
No, first of all,
What else are we plugging?
also on Twitter. We're also on
great.
Threads.
X.com, Threads. Yeah, literally just look it up and you'll find it. It's not like people don't know how the internet works. If they want to find your social media, they'll find your social media.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to tell them that you're there so that they're like, oh, I'm on that platform. Maybe I'll look them up.
They're on TikTok now too.
Oh yeah,
We've
we're
got
on TikTok.
Great clips.
Wait,
coming
how
up.
did you're the only watcher on TikTok?
Yes, I literally watch it.
Not true. We get like 800 views.
Yes. Who do you think keeps refreshing your page?
Wait, you've been giving us all these views?
I've been giving you all of the views.
Well, thank you so much. All right, we only have 4 minutes left.
Great.
So
Thank you so much. So we have 4 more minutes.
we don't have any more
talk
time
to
for
me.
you. I'm so sorry.
I don't like you trying to shut down the first woman that's on your podcast.
As you've even stated, we've had other women on the podcast.
Yeah, but they were not as memorable as me.
What about Ruth and Carol?
Yeah, who?
Hello.
Okay.
Oh, Ruthie, where are you?
I feel like
you
this-
wandered off the set. Oh, you guys are recording. Hello.
Hi, we're still recording my segment. They don't have enough time to have another guest. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I know. I'm a big fan of when you're on. It wasn't the best, to be honest. So I don't know. I'll be like,
There was no need to be getting personal.
okay. Well, no, it's not a personal statement about you. It's more of like, you aren't as interesting as I am on this podcast.
Seems entirely personal, but slay queen.
Oh, see, I like that. See, this is how we should be supporting. Honestly, Zach, you could go. I feel like we could close out.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were just insulting her, telling her that she wasn't any good, and then she said something nice to you, and now you're saying, "Oh yeah, this is how we should be positive,
Yes,
women."
I like positive affirmation. I don't like.
Yeah, but
people
you're not
trying
being positive
kick
to
me
her.
off the podcast.
Are you not going to reciprocate the positive affirmation to either me or Carol?
No, I think I make her look a lot better, and maybe
Probably because you're so hideous, and she looks better in
okay.
comparison.
Just because my scalp is sliding down the front of my
We've
head.
literally got 2 minutes left. My asshole is clenching.
We already did.
I'm gonna play the outro song.
We already did plugs. I do not know.
have to
I
play the
literally,
outro song.
yeah. And how long is it?
don't want it to-
30 seconds?
Let me play. Okay,
No.
you're taking over the show.
I really think that if, in all honesty, this podcast is going to keep going into the future.
Yeah, it is definitely.
I should be on every episode, first of all. Second of all,
You can't possibly
should
be.
never have creeps like this one on the podcast again. He's really mean.
I don't think it's very likely that I will be on again.
See, he gets it.
I think he's saying that though because he's gonna murder people, and he doesn't want the police to find him coming back to the same spot. You know.
I do think you should keep doing that.
All right, we've got
calling the
1
police.
minute,
Yes.
literally 1 minute. All right,
That's
I'm
literally
playing the song.
60 whole
Thank you,
seconds.
everybody, for listening.
Yes.
We are going to be ending the show now.
Forever.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
This has been the last episode.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye. I think think that went really well.
Well, it's okay.
I love this podcast so much.
I'm so happy you like it. You were kind of taking over there at the end.
I do think you should maybe get like lifts in your shoes or something.
I don't think that's important.
How long do we have?
Oh my god.